Good evening, everybody. Make sure you guys come on in, click the like button. Thank you, please, and thank you very kindly. I'm going to wait till a few more people come in before I get started on Black Ink. Black Ink Chicago. And also, I'm going to have the phone lines open tonight so that if anybody wants to call in and give me their feedback on the Black Ink show, on everything that's happened thus far, or just on the last episode, the number is posted on the video, so you can call in that number tonight, and give your opinion about everything's going on. There's a lot going on in Black Ink right now over the last several episodes, especially with C's and Alex and Donna and Teddy. So I really do want to get your opinion on that matter. And also, Sky and her son Dez and his father and everything, and they finally got to hook up and meet and everything. Dez is now a grown man. He hasn't seen his father in years. I think he said since he was like 3 years old. So that's been a long time, a long time coming for their meeting. So I'm glad he got a chance to meet his father. But, yeah, it's been a lot going on. Oh, and then what else is going on? Oh, Tati and Teddy, they've been having issues still with their relationship with the new chick. So, yeah, we're going to talk about a few things tonight, referring to Black Ink. And again, I got the phone number listed, so if anybody wants to call in and give me their feedback or their thoughts on the show, please feel welcome to do that. I got the phone lines on, so I just need to plug up the speaker. Turn on the speaker. But yes, please make sure you click the like button on your way in. Thank you so much. Let's see, who should we start off with first? Well, first of all, let's see. One moment, let me just make sure I share the link on Facebook. I can't believe we on season 7 now. That's crazy. This show has been around for 7 seasons now. It doesn't even seem that long. But yes, we are. And let me pull up. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to start off with C's. And y'all give me y'all feedback on Caesar. It looks like, as far as what I can tell, Caesar still isn't trying to take responsibility for his actions, which is really, really sad. It's like he don't even understand or want to acknowledge that he's done something wrong. And I don't know if that's because of the fact that, like, okay, Bay's mom, we saw last episode, well, before this last episode, that Bay had received a letter. Bay's mom had received a letter. Well, actually, a mailman came in, said he had a letter for C's. Bay's mom took it. She put it in her purse. She didn't know what it was because, Bay's mom do not speak a lick of English. She can't read any English. So she just took the envelope and put it in her purse. And then later on, this last episode, she finally gave C's that envelope. And just like I had thought, like I had said the last episode, I believe that letter is the letter from Alex's attorney. And it was. His attorney basically wrote C's a letter, told him, that they're suing him for pain and suffering and, along with other things. And so C's is like, for real, they suing me? Like he's in denial. He's still in denial that he's done anything wrong. I wonder if he's just playing that off, though, because of the fact that he don't want to act responsible on TV, while they're airing because if he tries to act responsible, he's gonna make it look like he's really guilty of something, or he knows that he really did something wrong. But I mean, he should know that he done something wrong. He's telling, like, when Donna came to see him, um it took, like, how long has this been? This has been several months. And, their time, from the time that they were recording and stuff. It had been like several months since the fight. And C's made no attempt to reach out to Donna, no attempt to reach out to Alex. The only time that they tried to reach out to Donna was when the ladies, when Miss Kitty and them and Bay, they came to meet Donna for drinks or something at a little restaurant or whatnot. And basically told her, about the brick going through the window. And Donna was like, oh, okay, so y'all ain't really call me here, to hook up with me because we haven't seen each other in a long time, because that's what friends do. You weren't trying to check on Alex to see how he was doing, to see if we got any jobs, since, we can't work at Black Ink anymore, but y'all just want to know if Alex threw the brick through the window. They denied it. I don't think we ever really found out who threw the brick through the window. But anyway, so he never reached out to him, and then all of a sudden, now he wants to reach out to him, now that he's getting papers in the mail from an attorney. Like, for real, C's. And I kind of thought that he might stand him up, for the meeting. He reached out to him, he called him and everything. Time had went by. C's was like, dang, where he at? Why he ain't here yet? And I'm thinking, oh, he done stood him up. He ain't coming, and I wouldn't either. Would you come? I mean, shoot, I would be like, okay, if I was Alex, after he got mollywopped the way they did him at Bay's wedding rehearsal dinner, I wouldn't come. And if I did come, I would come major deep. Like, we be cars deep, like 3-4 cars deep, for real. Because C's is known to be jumping on people for no reason. And then the fact that he's probably super angry because Alex is trying to sue him. So who knows what would have happened if Alex showed up. But Bay, not Bay, Donna, Miss Ride or Die, she shows up and basically, checks C's, reads him his rights, tell him straight up, you wrong. You know you wrong. What you did is wrong. Alex is hurt. Alex is injured. You didn't try to apologize. You didn't try to make up for it. You didn't try to, make sure the guy was okay. Like, y'all mollywopped that dude. Had slung him around, dragged him, knocked him up against tables. That's how his back got hurt. Towards the end, right before they broke up the fight, he had just got slammed into a table, against his back. And so I would hate to think that Alex is really lying. I mean, I would hate to think that he's really acting out and just trying to just get money out of C's just because. Like, I don't know. He went to the hospital. He went to the hospital several times. We seen a doctor do the x-rays, they did the MRIs, and whatever else they did. Told him on camera while we were watching the reason for his symptoms, the reason for his pain, what's wrong with his back, what's wrong with his nerves, what's wrong with his tissues. He has severe tissue damage. This is what the doctors are saying. So I really don't think he's lying about the pain that he's in. And who would... Like, okay, he loves to tattoo. Like, all of them on the platform, they all love to tattoo. That's what they live for, is to tattoo. Tattoo life. That's what they living for. So, why would he lie? And then, he can't work at Caesar's shop anymore. He can't work at Black Ink. But he could go somewhere else and work. So, I'm just thinking, if he really loves tattooing that much, I would think that if he wasn't that injured or that sore, he would just up and find another place to tattoo. As simple as that. But, I really do believe from just watching that fight and witnessing it all go down, and seeing him, dealing with doctors and hearing what the doctors have said about his injuries, I think he's telling the truth. I think he's really injured. He's really hurt. But what's more hurtful to Alex is, I can almost bet the way their relationship went before they fell out. The way their relationship went, Alex was an apprentice of C's. They had got really close, really tight. He looked up to him as like an older big brother or a father figure, because he didn't have anybody to lean on out of his own family. So C's hired him as an apprentice. He been there for him many times in the past. I mean, kind of been like a mentor to him. Even when he got locked up, he bonded him out of jail. He helped him pay off his I think it was warrants or something. And they had a really, really good relationship. So if you've been keeping up with this show this entire time, I'm not the only one. A lot of people agree that that fight was not warranted, that those injuries were not warranted. And C's, he couldn't fight Donna. That's the thing about it. He couldn't fight Donna. Donna's a woman, so I'm going to believe that he wouldn't fight a woman even if it was off camera. I'm just going to believe that for the moment. But I believe that because of the fact that he couldn't fight Donna, and that's where all his anger lied, was with Donna, he picked the closest thing to her, which was Alex. He could fight him because he's a man. But they ended up jumping him and ended up hurting him. And so now it's like lawsuit time. And I really can't wait to see, because I want to see if they can win, because we've been discussing these last few weeks, or since the fight happened, can he sue C's because of, it's a reality show, and sometimes on these reality shows, they have clauses in their contracts, they make you sign waivers, and, stuff like that. So, I don't know. But then again, like I said before, Alex was no longer working at Black Ink when that fight happened. He was no longer working there. So I don't know if there's going to be a different stipulation because he wasn't actually working for C's, but he's still on the reality show. I don't know. So I really want to see how this goes, or see if they'll work something out, outside of court. Maybe C's will pay his hospital bills, his lawyer fees. I don't know. And I did not know that Black Ink has 6 shops. Like, I knew C's had several shops. And remember they opened, like, last year, they went down to Nolo, New Orleans, and they opened that shop down there. I haven't heard anything else about that shop, so I don't know if that shop is doing good down there or whatnot. The last I remember, they came back up to New York after a whole bunch of drama had got started down there. They got into it with people from New Orleans. Matter of fact, Donna had mentioned Herbo. Remember Herbo? Herbo was the one that Sky had got into it with, last season when they had opened the shop. It was like a grand opening, and Herbo, I guess Sky thought she was being disrespected. I want to say Sky disrespected him and he disrespected her. So I want to say, sometimes you get what you give. And but also in that situation, Sky was wrong for putting her hands on that man. That man was wrong for putting his hands on Sky. But sometimes, like, you can't excuse it, but you can kind of understand it. Like, you can't excuse this man hitting her back, because, I mean, men are just not supposed to hit women back. But sometimes it's like they ask for it, and men be like, okay, it's a reaction. You get hit, you hit back. I mean, sometimes you just don't think. So in that case, I'm not going to say Herbo was wrong. I'm going to say they both played a part in that. But what happened next, when C's and them jumped Herbo outside, and oh my God, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I'm like, oh my God, that I would be scared to be down there in New Orleans, down there. I mean, not just fighting, but trying to have a shop down there. And to know that y'all dragged like the top tattoo artist in New Orleans, who's probably very well known, probably has a lot of friends, a lot of family. I mean, I would be like scared to have my shop down there. And C's is up in New York, so it's not like he's down there with the people. He would have to, actually have somebody else running the shop. So, but still, I didn't realize he had 6. Donna said he has 6 shops. So I'm going to have to look into that. Because if he has 6 shops, and Alex is suing him. Mm, mm. And he win. If he win, Donna said, I hope you can keep your 6 shops open. I hope you can keep all of your shops after this lawsuit is over with. So we gonna see what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, he was out there just like, he ain't hurt. He ain't hurt. Why he lying? But the thing is, you've been knowing that he's been saying he's hurt. Like Alex and Donna have been posting on IG, all on social media about his pain and everything he's going through. He can't tattoo anymore. He been cursing out Caesar. Donna been cursing out Caesar. And so C's knew, because it had got back to him, and he acknowledged it, like an episode ago, that Alex was on IG talking stuff about C's injuring him. So he had plenty of opportunity. I really think it would have never got to this point if C's would have actually sucked it up. But pride. C's is a very prideful man. I don't even know him personally, and I can just tell that he's a very prideful man. He is not going to admit he's wrong. He's just not. I've been watching this show for 7 seasons strong, and it's not that many times that C's actually apologized to somebody. Usually, when something happens, unless it's somebody really close, like maybe Sky or his daughter, or something like that. But Caesar's got into it with a lot of people, and Donna started naming off all the people he got into it with, like Puma, oh shit, Herbo, now, and other people, and then now Alex. So, and these are not just getting into it with people, these are actual fights. Like Alex, Puma didn't get as much of a butt whooping as Alex did. I don't know if y'all remember that incident, but yeah, he had Puma up in the corner, whooping on him. But anyway, Puma had ended up just like some people. Forget you C's. I'm out. I'm done. I'm gonna do my own thing. Puma ended up opening a shop. We found that out like a couple of seasons ago, that Puma ended up opening his own shop, and it was called Art to Ink. Well, I think it's Art, and then I think it's the number 2, and then ink. So Art to Ink. Anyway, last episode I had said, when they showed Donna at the end of the episode, going to Puma, I was like, now she needs an ally with Puma, one of Caesar's enemies. Probably want to get some, some ideas on how to go up against C's. But I also said she's probably going to end up working for Puma. And yes, she is now going to be working at Puma's store. But when she first came in, he was like, I don't know, Donna, because the last time you were here, remember you got into it with a fight with a deaf girl? I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was the funniest. Y'all, that shit was so funny. This girl, she was like totally deaf. She could do sign language, she could read lips and stuff like that, but she was like totally deaf. And Donna had got into it with the girl at the shop. And I'm like, I cannot believe you up here arguing. The girl was like, not to be making fun of deaf people or nothing, but the girl was like making all these sounds, like, arguing back and forth with Donna, and Donna screaming and yelling at her, and I'm like, she can't hear you. She can't hear you. Why is you picking fights with this? Okay. Y'all, if y'all got on demand or whatever, y'all can go back to a couple seasons back, I'm sure, and probably find that, or it might be on YouTube, I don't know. But anyway, that was real funny. So he was telling her, you know what, you kind of high-headed, I don't know, you always get into it with people. But one thing I gotta say about Donna, since I've been watching this show all these seasons, Donna does not normally pick fights. She normally is defending herself. I can't recall too many times where she just done, got upset with somebody and swung on them, or, anything like that. She's usually trying to be calm and try to work things out the right way. And then, sometimes, hey, What I say all the time, I do not believe in violence, but I do believe in self-defense. And if somebody throwing up their paws, you better do whatever you need to do to get them up off of you. Like, move, get out the way. No. But anyway, yeah. I think, I I don't know. Do y'all think Donna's gonna last there long? I don't know. Donna is a good tattoo artist, but that's not the only reason Puma hired her. I mean, he knows that she's a good tattoo artist. But basically, it's kind of out of not pity or anything like that, but it's kind of out of spite because of C's. Because he feels like he's taking some dollars away from C's, some money away from C's by taking one of his old tattoo artists. But anyway, we shall see how this goes. I don't predict that Donna's going to stay in that shop too long. What I wish Donna could do is open her own shop. I really think that she could do like Miss Kitty. I mean, not Miss Kitty, but she can do like what was her name? What was her name? Oh my God. Ooh, I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. The girl, the tattoo artist that sees. I mean that. See now, I can't remember the name right now. Okay, it'll come to me. It'll come to me, and then I'll let you guys know. But okay, this is what I'm thinking. It just came to me. The other tattoo show that we watched, Black Ink Chicago. Remember how Kat had to leave the shop? And Ryan didn't want her back there anymore because of y'all know what happened on that show. But anyway, she ended up opening her own tattoo shop. And she's doing great. So I think that maybe Donna, I think she has the potential to have her own tattoo shop. I really do. But anyway, we'll see how she does at Art to Ink. And as far as Teddy, Crystal, and Tati. How do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all believe Teddy and Crystal when they said there was nothing going on? Hello? Oh, I thought I heard somebody on the phone. My bad. Do y'all believe Teddy and Crystal when they said they didn't do anything? Like, my thing is this. We saw them flirting with each other during the calendar photo shoot. You know, for Walt, the fundraiser to try to get Walt out the projects, aka the bricks. That's what we call them here in our city. To get him out the bricks so that he could, you know, have some place safer, and a little more nicer to bring his children, to have his children, you know, come visit with him and possibly regain custody of his children. So we saw them flirting with each other big time. And then when Tati caught them, he claimed they weren't flirting. She claimed, the Crystal girl claimed she wasn't flirting. Mind you, Tati had got Crystal that job, by the way. Let's not forget that. And then after Tati blew up on both of them, and again, remember, Teddy had even said, after I had said it, the prior episode, I said I think he did that all because he was upset because Tati is basically on Alex's side, Alex and Donna's side. She wanted him and C's to apologize for beating up Alex. Teddy was pissed. How you gonna be my girl and you telling me that I'm wrong? You supposed to be on my side. But wrong is wrong. And just because you fault somebody, you might think you're right in your head. If your girl tell you wrong, you should listen to her. No, he's up there going off. You really, you supposed to be on my side. What kind of girlfriend are you? So anyway, after that, that's when all the flirting and stuff happened. Now, tonight, we saw how Crystal kind of broke down. And she was crying and all that stuff, talking about, I don't know why people always judge me by how I look, and nobody judged me by my talent, and nobody judged, all this woo-de-woo, blah, 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 blah. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. She trying to make it seem like she didn't do anything. Like, okay, Now, as far as behind closed doors, I don't know if they did anything or not. They both claim they didn't. But the fact that Teddy had invited her for, she said, coffee, um, just to explain or just to apologize for Tati's behavior. Like, I just think that's kind of odd. Like, first of all, your girlfriend just got pissed at both of y'all for flirting with each other. And then instead of maybe calling her or texting her or hollering at her at the shop, he invites her out for coffee. And then explains or apologizes for his girlfriend's behavior and basically assures her or tries to assure her that her job is safe, that she's not going to be fired or anything like that. I don't think he should have took her out for coffee. I really don't. It's not even that serious. This chick literally just started working there. Tati literally just got her a job there. So why do you feel the need to invite this girl out for drinks, coffee, tea, whatever, and apologize for your girlfriend's behavior when you know you was in the wrong? You was flirting with that girl. And then on top of that, you can apologize for your girl's behavior, which wasn't even all that bad. But when your girl tells you that you need to apologize for your behavior, you blow up. Hey, Miss Lady Scoop, how you doing? How you doing, hon? I'm just up here reviewing Black Ink New York with Caesar and all those crazy people up there on the East Coast. But yeah, I'm like, he's up there super big mad because his girl is telling him the truth. You was wrong. Y'all jumped that boy. He's injured. Y'all could apologize. Y'all could have done anything like that. He gets mad at her, and what he does, goes and flirt with Tati. He even told her after the fact, yeah, I did it because I was mad at you, because, you know, I feel you should have my back, and you shouldn't be on Alex's side because I'm your man. The stupidest crap I've ever heard before in my life. But anyway, so but he didn't get mad. Like, then he gets mad when Tati blows up over the girls flirting with him. You can apologize for your girl's behavior, but you can't apologize for Alex. Okay. Anywho. So, they both claim that they didn't do anything, and Crystal claims, you know, she's tired of people judging her, you know, by her looks. And I'm like, girl, you cute, but it ain't even that serious. Come on now. You dragging it out. I'm doing great, Miss Lady Scoop. Thanks for asking. But yeah, I don't know if you watch Black Ink or Black Ink Crew New York or not, but this season has been really, really crazy. One thing I wanted to also talk about was Sky and her son Dez and his father. Now, remember when the father came, this was like right before was this before or after the break? I think this was before the break. But his father had stormed up into Black Ink, started going off on Sky, cussing her out, calling her names because he wanted to contact his son Dez, that, you know, the son that the both of them had together. He hasn't seen Dez since Dez was like 3 years old, and Dez is now grown. Dez is like 19 years old. Sky had to give them up, or felt the need to give them up, you know, when she was, I think she was about 16, 17. She gave them up, put them in foster care. They ended up getting adopted, him and his brother. So she wasn't parenting those kids for many years. The father wasn't parenting the kids for many years. But lately, over the last few years, Sky has been more involved in her children's life, even though it took to them growing up, you know, it took that long for her to do it, but, you know, she's now trying to be, you know, a good mother and all that, so I give her kudos for that. The man had came up in there, stormed up in there, going off, and Sky was like, you know what? I'm not going to give you his contact information because he don't need all this rah 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 in his life. He ain't seen you since he was 3. So I understand where Sky was coming from, but then I also said, then that sometimes with us women and the fathers, sometimes when they separate or when we separate, sometimes we can be beefing all the time. We can see each other in the street and be like, what you looking at? You know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the father is going to be mean or, threatening to the child. They could be like the best parent in the world to that child, even though they can't stand the mother's guts. So, as far as, what I was thinking was like, maybe if Sky was uncomfortable, maybe she could like have them meet at some place where they all could be, or have someone chauffeur Des. I don't know. I was just thinking of something to make it a little easier on Sky, but she ended up deciding, you know what? Des wants to meet his father. I'm going to give him the information. So she gave him the contact information, and they met up. They finally met up, and Des was asking some good questions. But one thing I hate, when an absentee parent finally meets their child again, or if they never met their child, meet them for the first time, is when they all seem to sing the same song, like it was the other parent's fault. I mean, that's like they all sing the same song. It don't matter the scenario. It don't matter what race. It don't matter what background. It seemed like they all sing the same song. Like it was your mother's fault why I couldn't see you. And Des was like, but what about when she gave us up? What about when she put us in foster care? What about after all that time when we got adopted? What about, and he's sitting there, then he starts breaking down, crying, talking about, you don't know how many birthdays I done missed. Yes, he does. Those are his birthdays that you missed. He talking about, man, if I wasn't, boy, I was over here hollering. I was like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. You ain't seen your child since he was 3. You ain't tried to see your child since he was 3. And you blaming it on Sky, like, oh, it's her mother's fault. Sky didn't even have the kids. And then he's talking about, you don't know how many birthdays I done missed. Yes, he does. He knows how many birthdays, how many Christmases, how many Easters, how many 4th of Julys, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, Memorial Day. I mean, he knows. I thought that was crazy. I'm like, dude. And then he up there, the fake tears. The fake tears had me. But, he was up there crying. And then, I'm just thinking, like, I believe, this is what I believe. He claims that it was because of Sky. I believe it was mainly because of the fact that if he's telling the truth about Sky's age, that Sky lied to him and said she was 18 when she really was much younger, and he was a grown man, I'm thinking maybe that's why he didn't try to make contact with the children, because maybe he was scared that he might be charged for like statutory rape or something, child abuse, some kind of, charges like that, because he was a grown man and she was nowhere near grown. So I think that's the reason. But instead of saying that, he was just like, oh, your mother, it was her, because of her that I couldn't see y'all. So anyway, but yeah, a lot of absentee parents, they sing that same old song. Like, they always got to put the blame on the other parent. But I really hope it works out, because you can tell Des really, really wants to know his father. He's like, I want to know my background. I want to know where I came from. I want to know about my roots, on both sides of my family. And if he can give Sky a chance, and Sky gave them up, him and his brother, and was not involved in their lives till they were darn near grown, why can't he? Why shouldn't he give his father a chance? Because as far as me, they both in the same boat. I mean, I really can't say one of them is better than the other, So we'll see, we'll see. But I really hope that he doesn't hurt Dez, because Dez seems like a not like overly sensitive, but he seems real caring, and real kind and loving. You know, you can tell he loves his parents, even when Sky was barely around. That boy loves him some Sky, the ground she walked on. So I just hope that, he don't get hurt by his father, or his father is just like showing up, right, like the last episode when he was up there showing out for the camera. I think he was just showing out for the camera to get his 5 minutes of fame, doing all that. I mean, all that extra rah stuff, to Sky, and Sky's just sitting there looking at him like, till she start popping off. Sky, she done changed. If y'all been watching this from the very beginning, Sky has definitely changed somewhat. Somewhat in certain areas. And one of those areas is she don't automatically just pop off and start swinging. She's kind of like, she be trying to like hold it in and try to think before she react. You can tell she's thinking. She's like, and then it starts boiling over, and that's when she start popping off like, okay, I'm about to bust a cap in your... But anyway, yeah, so I hope they end up having a good relationship and can make up for, old time, all the missed times and birthdays that he missed. But and then as far as Walt, man, that was funny. How the the calendar fundraiser did not work. When they had like all the ladies in the shop, they were all posing to be a January, February, March, whatever. Because Walt's a photographer, and he's trying to make that, like into a real career. I think that's what he really wants to do, is be a photographer. That didn't work out though. Not a lot of calendars sold because they ended up partying and everybody ended up getting drunk and no money was made. So they all decided to go to the casino and try to win some money. Now, the last week, we saw how C's had got real sick. He got real sick, but this episode, he seems like he's doing much better. And they down there, gambling and everything. They were doing so well. C's was hitting them. He was hitting them at that table. Then, one wrong number in the red, and all that money was gone. All that money was gone. And then we saw how Bae, she was running around trying to find her mother because she had gave her, I don't know why she... Bae, why did she keep giving her mother her credit card? Like, how many times have we seen Mama Bae up there just charging up all these, just buying clothes, just buying all kind of stuff on Bae's credit card, and I don't think she really understands how much money she's spending because she's from Tokyo, Japan, somewhere over there, and American money is different than foreign money, what I mean. And I don't think she understands how much money she be spending. And so while Bae and them was looking for Mama Bae, she was, to confiscate her credit card, she was down there at the table, hitting it big, winning all kind of monies. Hey, Deanna, how you doing? I'm just sitting up here discussing Black Ink New York with C's and all them. And just talking about Bae's mom, man, she is a trip. I love me some Mama Bae. When she be trying to speak English, she be trying to speak English. She be trying to understand. But my thing is, how the heck was she able to win all that money at the poker table? Like, or blackjacks or whatever they was playing. She was able to win, like, okay, I think C's had won like 4,500. So and the goal was 6,000. You said, Babe, Mom, she is, girl. She having a time of her life. I don't think she even wants to go back home. She was only supposed to be here for the birth of the child. Then she was here through the wedding. And then she's here. She's still here. And I'm like... But she was up there hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. And I'm like, she can't understand no English. How she win all that money? C's won 45, lost 45. They needed 6. 6 was the goal for Walt to move out the projects. And of course, you don't need 6,000 to move out the projects, but he wanted to move into this nicer place. It's New York. It's New York. So, it's expensive. So, he needed money, for a deposit for the place that he had found. He also needed money because he wants his kids to come there and visit. So I'm sure he need beds because he lost everything that he had before. So he need beds, all kind of stuff like that. So Mama Bay ended up winning they needed 6,000. I think she won 6,700 or something like that. I was like, what? Me and Mama Bay need to be over here at the Ameristar. She can't read or speak English, but she can play some blackjack or whatever the heck they was playing at the table. I was like, man, and she's up there. She's always smiling. She's always happy, and I guess that's where Bay gets it from because she's always smiling, always in a good mood. But when she sees that envelope, and he was like, "What? Alex trying to sue me? Like, really?" I'ma say it again. C should have sucked up his pride, sucked up all that pride, and apologized to Alex a long time ago and quit trying to pretend that there is no possibility that he could have injured Alex. The boy weighs like 90 pounds. 90 pounds with clothes on. And C's and Teddy together probably weighs about, I don't know, maybe together, probably 400. Probably 400 together. Alex weighs about 90 pounds soaking wet. He weighs a little more than that, but, not much. But yeah, I think if he would have done that and try to work something out with Alex and actually act like he cared or, that he knew he did something wrong. Because I think C's is playing it off. I think he knows he's wrong. Teddy is playing it off. I think he knows he's wrong. Even his girlfriend, Tati. You wrong, Teddy. Y'all was wrong. Y'all beat that man up for nothing. And you need to apologize. Everybody knows they wrong. But C's and Teddy, they ain't gonna cop because that'll make it easier with the lawsuit that Alex is trying to bring on C. So they're not gonna admit any guilt. Nope. Nope, because as soon as they do, they're gonna take that show, they're gonna take that scene, and they're gonna pull that right on into the courtroom. Yep, they knew they did it, they knew they hurt me, they stated it, they confessed. But yeah, so but I think we hit on everything. Bay, Star, Tati, Teddy, Caesar. You said why did they beat up Alex? They beat up Alex because C's he didn't have a reason to beat up Alex, first of all. C's had got upset with Donna because C's thought Donna had disrespected him. C's and Donna was arguing. I can't even remember what the argument was about. It was something real petty. But they was arguing, and Donna had, how you mush somebody in the head? Just like, whatever, not hard or, pushing their head out the way or nothing. But Donna had walked past them and mushed them beside the head. Whatever, C's, overreacted, flipped out, got super mad at Donna, fired her, all this kind of stuff. Then he got mad at Alex and told Alex he was fired too just because he's dating Donna. And basically he took his aggression that he had on Donna and misplaced his anger on Alex. And so after that was all said and done, he fired him. They ain't coming back. They ain't thinking about coming back. Bay has her rehearsal dinner for her wedding. And she invited several people that used to work at Black Ink. One of them being Oh Shit and his girlfriend, the one that's from California. They're now married. But she invited them. She invited Alex and Donna too. So when they came to, hey Roxanne, how you doing? But when they came to the wedding rehearsal, Cease was pissed because they was there. And so he started arguing with Donna. And then Alex was there. For some reason, Teddy was sitting down chilling. It was just Cease and it was Alex. Um, it was Cease, Alex, and Donna. And Cease kept saying, "Oh, so y'all ain't got nothing to say? So y'all ain't got nothing to say?" This is regarding the previous argument. And so they was like, "No, we don't have nothing to say. We didn't do anything wrong. You blowing this all out of proportion. You know, you still mad?" They basically like, "You still mad?" Cease said it like two more times. "Oh, so y'all ain't got nothing to say?" And you could tell he was getting angrier and angrier. And like that third time when they said, "What do you want us to say? What are you talking about? You know, we didn't do anything to you." He jumped up and he rushed Alex, but he didn't hit him. He just jumped up and rushed him. Then Teddy, out of nowhere, Teddy was chilling in the cut. He out of nowhere just came. You just see him come across the camera, just swung on Alex dead in his face. From the back, though. He hit him from the back. Dead in his face. He just punched him. And then Cease jumped in. And they both kicked that boy's butt. It was all on film. We saw it all. I was like, it was, and then everybody is like, "Teddy, why do you even, he didn't even have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it." But Cease and Teddy, they known for jumping people. I mean, they are known for jumping people. We done seen them several times jump people. And so that's why Donna kept insisting that Alex file charges, because when they jumped him, they seriously injured his back. He has damaged tissues and damaged nerves, and he cannot work. He cannot tattoo ever again. The doctor said he cannot tattoo ever again. Yeah, Teddy, man, it was like, all you saw was this fist. Like, what the heck? Teddy just came out from the back, and then he sucker punched him. Like, you got the dude from the back, Teddy. He got the dude from the back, and then, but Donna jumped in. Girl, I'm telling you, you need to look that fight up. It's probably on YouTube. Look that fight up. They beat the mess out of Alex. But Donna, she jumped in like immediately. Donna, that's my dog. That's my dog. She jumped in immediately for her man, and she jumped on Caesar's back. She was trying her hardest to tear them apart and get them off of Alex. She was trying. And to no avail, he got mollywopped. And he got his back blown out. No pun. They tore his butt up. I felt so bad. Like, as if this was like a friend of mine or a family member. I was like, oh my God. And then when the season came back around, you know how they be like pausing the season in the middle and taking like a month or so break. When the season came back around, that's when they show Alex at the doctor's, and the doctor's telling him, "We don't know if your tissue and nerves can be repaired. We don't know if you'll ever be able to tattoo again." It's messed up. And then Caesar and them is acting like they didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I'm telling you, Donna was up there. She was on Caesar's back. Like, he was dragging Donna. Donna was on his back, had her arm around him. She was swinging and punching. You know, she was doing what she could. But, you know, there was some big old, Caesar's a big man. Teddy, you know, he's not the biggest man out there, but, you know, he's kind of muscular now that he done toned up and everything. But he still didn't have to sucker punch him and hit him from the back. He didn't have to do all that. Caesar didn't have to hit him. It was just, I think it was Caesar's pride. It was all about Caesar's pride. But, I choked him out too, shoot. I'll be like, where the mace at? Where the mace? We need something for this big dude, because I need something. But yeah, so now, you know, Alex got an attorney and deliver Caesar some papers, and I guess we gonna see from there if he's gonna win his lost the case, or I don't know. But you said I would have tried to get him some bottle. Girl, who you telling? Who you telling? like crack, right over the table. Who was that? Who was that? Was that oh my god, I can't remember. Which cast member was that in Married to Medicine Atlanta? The one that had broke the glass. No, that wasn't Married to Medicine Atlanta. Yes it was. Yes it was. That was oh my god, the one who's married to the guy who's from overseas. Dang, why can't I remember her name right now? But she had cracked her glass on the side of her chair. Like she was ready to go. She was ready to go. Yeah, cracked that skull. Yeah, it was bad. I felt bad. I was like, oh my god, and I kept rewinding it. Like it happened so fast. Like they were just up there arguing, and then next thing you know, Alex's head just went bam, and C's came, and it was a mess. It was a hot mess. But anywho, I think I talked about everybody. Did I get everybody tonight? All the main storylines. See, we talked about Tati and Teddy. We talked about Sky and her son. We talked about Caesar and Alex. Yeah, I think we got everybody. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the live tonight. We've been going strong tonight. It's going on 55 minutes. So I gotta get up and go to work. Church was wonderful. Church was wonderful. I love going to church. I love being able to go to church. Most of the times I work on the weekends. So I can't like go to church all the time. But when I'm off on Sunday mornings, I'm there. I'm like, kids, let's go, let's go. We was running late this morning. We didn't even all ride together this morning. One of my sons, he was, I ain't got nothing to wear. I ain't got no kids. Oh my God, they kill me. I don't have nothing to wear. You don't have nothing to wear. He's down there washing clothes at the last minute. Talking about they be drying about 20 minutes. No, we got to go. And it's Communion Sunday. I got to get my fake wine and I got to get my cracker. So God can continue washing my blood and cleansing me of my sins. But yeah. So my oldest son, he ended up having to, well, me and my youngest son, we ended up having to leave. And I told him, I said, just come to church, you know, when you get your clothes out the dryer or whatever. So my son comes in the church. And then when I noticed him at the back, it was so funny because when he came into the church, I was like, looked around. I didn't even know he was in church at first because I had just texted him. I'm like, where are you at? Because I looked around and he's not there. And he didn't text me back. And then some just told me to look behind me. And he was clear at the back of the church at the doors. And the ushers, the male ushers who were at the door, they was talking to him and stuff. And it seemed like it was taking a long time. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So when he came and sat down beside me, because there was like no room on our pew, he came and sat behind me, and I was like, "What's going on? Did they frisk you? They think you got a weapon or something?" And one of the older church members, a guy was sitting behind me. He just bust out laughing all loud in church, and my son was like, "No, Mom, we was just talking." I'm like. It was funny. But I'm like, wow. You said you wish you had a good church here in Honolulu. Oh, they don't have no good churches there? You said there's a lot of witches. A lot of witches. Oh. That's not good, is it? I don't know any witches now. At least I don't think I do. But yeah, that was funny. I was like, is they trying to frisk you or something? Do I need to go back there? Do we need to handle some business in the church? But yeah, church was nice this morning. It was real nice. And actually they had, it was another service a couple of hours after church that they had as well, and we had visitors and stuff. But I couldn't come to the next service because I had to be at my little part-time nursing home job, so... But I watched it live on Facebook because our church service be live every service on our Facebook page. So I was able to watch the service, you know, while I was at work. So it was like I was there. But yeah, so I'm about to get off of here so I can get ready for work in the morning. It's almost well, it's 11 o'clock here in the Midwest, so I don't know what time y'all got where y'all at, but it's getting late. So anyway, y'all, I will holler at y'all later. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna come through and we're gonna discuss the Housewives of Atlanta. You said 12 here? Oh, okay. Yep, it's 11:05 here. So, yeah. And knowing me, I'm going to get out of my clothes. I'm going to end up watching TV or laying down watching YouTube while I'm in the bed. But yes, everyone, please, yes, Roxanne, everyone stay safe. Bless you all. Bless us all. And you know what? Oh, one thing I want to mention too before I go. One thing I also wanted to do today, we had a memorial in our city for Nipsey Hussle, and it was at like 3 o'clock, and I had to be at work at 4, so I couldn't go. And it was like they did it. We have like a Malcolm X memorial here in Omaha, Nebraska, so they had it there, and then they took it to Carter Lake, which is like a popular lake here in our area. It's like the lake that people go to all through the summer. You know how in your city, I'm sure y'all have like the lake or the park, that everybody goes to. And in the summertime, it'd be all the nice flashy cars, everybody grilling, rolling slow through the park, fishing, boats, all kind of stuff. So anyway, they had that there today, and they had artists, like people painting pictures of Nipsey, and they had this one artist there. She was awesome. Somebody who went showed me like the pictures she was drawing and stuff, and I was like, oh my god! But they were selling all kind of stuff, and they're gonna send like all the money that was raised. They're gonna send it to his family, or there's like I guess they have something set up, a fund or something for him. So they're gonna send all the money that was raised, down there, So it was so nice. And I was like, dang, I couldn't go. My sons wanted to go, but we couldn't go. So, but even though we couldn't go, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad our city represent, because I know it's a lot of people here and a lot of people everywhere that, loved Nipsey Hussle. So I'm proud to say that our city did something, for him and his family. So, yeah. But that's all. That's all. So, anyway, you guys, in the meantime and in between time, y'all know how we do. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night.